Hey everybody, it's Dad Trader here, and today we're talking about the big green smart money candle theory, something we've been talking about at Big Short, and really using this theory to find very targeted entries into the market. Now, before we get into, looking at some Big Short charts, what I'd like to do is look at our traditional trading view chart, which some of you might be familiar with. And I scrolled this just to the area of interest, which is right here. This was really where the move happened today on the SPY today, November 7th. And as you could see, like right within the first 15 minutes trading, to me, maybe there was a bottom here. Maybe this is about to test that bottom and go lower. Maybe it's going to test this bottom. I don't really know. I do have this indicator here, which tells me maybe this is bottoming out, but it's not always right. So I need more confidence in that. These candles that are coming in are telling me a little bit about the volume, that there's actually pretty equidistant, maybe a little bit more buying than selling, but there's just not a lot of information for me to make a great trade decision at this particular moment in the market with this indicator. But where there is a great indicator that I can use is with Big Short and Smart Flow, right below where we see the candlesticks on the chart. Now, before we talk about today, let's dive into a little bit of what we're looking at here. So, as you know, if any of you have been charting before, traditionally when you see volume come in to a candle, it kind of looks like this, and you don't really know, again, like what direction. You just know that there's more buying within that candle than selling. For me, I'm not an expert at reading candles. Maybe this is three crows. I don't really know. I just know that when I see a pattern like this, I'm not really sure whether this is going to roll over or whether this is actually going to like consolidate here and then go up. I'm unsure at that moment. If we look at the same candles with Big Short and Smart Flow in particular, we see something very different. In that same candle, it's here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This candle right here, this green candle, we see two things happening. One, we see smart money, so the market makers and big hedge firms making positive positions really big in that candle. And then the second thing we see is momentum also flowing into that. These are retail traders. These are people whose perspective that this is actually going to go short. So this perspective is I'm going to go long on Smart Flow. This perspective is I'm going to go short on this candle. You could even see that within the momentum flow. See how this slopes down? Momentum believes this is going to go short. Smart money thinks this is going to go long. And you can see how much more money smart money put into this particular candle. If you want to see this segregated out, there's a way to see that in Big Short as well. Again, you may be able to see it a little bit more clearly here, where here's the big green candle, and here's the momentum flow, where we could see that complete, almost polar push of the market. So for those of you who've been trading for any time, you may know that when there's a lot of short interest in a market and a ton more long interest, it acts kind of like a springboard, and that's exactly what happened today. The market reacted off that springboard, and you can see this just set up so nicely. Big green momentum, smart flow candle, smart money just coming into the market. This momentum thinking like, oh, this is going to go short. There's no way we're going to get over the high a day. And within 3 more candles, we're already there at high a day and then new highs for the day. What a great trade. I took this one from about this second candle here all the way up past the break and got out about here with a really great risk reward. My risk, I was just risking just 1 point or $1 below, from 437 down to approximately 434.75 down to about 434. I was only going to take 75 cents of risk on this, for over twice the reward. What a nice RR. I do want to tell you that this is a bit of an anomaly. This particular candle has over on the smart flow system has over 100,000 in flow, which is very unusual to see that much volume. But when you do see that much volume or flow coming in the first half hour, you can expect explosive moves. And I just wanted to queue up some examples of that. This is an example from earlier this year. Big Short has provided data for us to back test, and we can see here that within the first half hour, although everybody thought they were selling, we could see right here momentum, huge green candles, over 100,000, and then all this momentum, candles coming in, smart flow versus Momo, and boom, nice run. That was earlier this year. Let's take a look at a couple other dates just for fun. Here is, just a few days ago, November 2nd. This is a little bit later than the day, but you can see, looks like we've already kind of broken out a little bit, but all of a sudden, here we are, all that smart money comes into the market. This is a really nice one. We're not talking about momentum, but this big M spike came in at the same time, and boom, lit that fire, and the market just went from there through the rest of the day. I found that in the samples I've looked at, that not all of them, but most of them, if there's a big smart flow at the early part of the day, a lot of the times it just rallies the rest of the day. These are great because you could find them earlier in the day. Here's another one. At about the half hour mark, about 35 minutes into the session, pretty sizable momentum flow, and then just boom, a little bit of pullback, and then just up into the close. Really nice looking chart. I have a few more. Let's see here. This is actually the chart of DIA for today. DIA tracks the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's a composite of 30 stocks, some of the 30 biggest stocks in the U.S. Now, the momentum didn't come in as big, or the smart flow didn't come in as big, but you could see smart flow, you can see Momo. Momo really thought, for Dow, they thought this was just going to tank. We're going to load up on shorts. That's what this is saying here. And, smart money market makers were like, we are piling in. This is our game today, and took this to this nice little double top, but it just kept going anyway. What a wonderful trade, if any of you took the Dow today. Well, that's all I got for today. Tune in for other sessions and make sure to check out Big Short. Thanks again, and have a great night.